Hi there. I would really love to share something with you, a resource that I reckon would really help you in your communication. It is the absolute key on how to communicate with anyone and get a successful outcome. It's not manipulative. It's not about being right. It's not about controlling. It's actually the formula for getting your needs met, because we don't do that. Normally, when we want to communicate something, we will make it about the other person or the other thing. We'll say, you're doing this, you're not doing that. Why do you do this? Why do you do that? And there's actually no possibility in there of an outcome that's successful, because it's all about just shooting off weapons at the other person, trying to prove whose dick is biggest and who's going to win the argument. And really, who's got time for that? So this book that I'm going to recommend to you was recommended to me by one of my awesome clients. Hi, Albert. And he challenged me to read this book. And so I did. Well, I kind of cheated. I got the audio book because I like people to read to me. I don't really like to sit down and read myself. The crux of this book is amazing in that it's a lot of the stuff I'm realizing that we're already doing, but it's so nice to have the formula quantified so that it can be a step-by-step process to successful communication. And it goes like this. First step, observation. Second step, feeling. Third step, need. Fourth step, request. What do you do with that? Well, let me show you how it all gets put together. So the first one is the observation. It could be, let's take an example, a pretty common example of somebody not being heard. So quite often we would say something like, fine then, just walk off. You never listen to me anyway. And please tell me what in that is going to create the other person wanting to go, oh, sorry, yep, no, I'd love to listen to you. They're going to turn around and go, get fucked, and they're going to walk off, and then you're just going to rant even more. So let's use the formula on that situation and see what happens. The observation is not a diagnosis. It's not like you never listen to me, because that's not true. It is simply what happened. The observation would be, when you walk away from me, full stop. The observation is actually what happened when you walk away from me. The feeling, I feel really sad. The need, because I have a need for connection and to be heard. The request, so would it be okay if you just stayed here with me for a couple more minutes? Wow, look at the difference. Let's go before. Fine, walk away from me. Fuck ya, you never listen to me anyway. Versus when you walk away from me, I feel really sad because I have a need to feel connected to you and to be heard. So would it be okay if you just stayed with me for an extra couple of minutes? You can use this at work as well. You can use it with your kids. In fact, teach your kids this. It is phenomenal. And even though we're already teaching this kind of stuff, I actually had no idea it was a formula that we were using. And now that I know that it's a formula, I go, wow, go me. I was already doing that. But it's really exciting to learn more about this formula, how it works. And the book is called Nonviolent Communication, and it's by Marshall Rosenberg. Download it or grab yourself a copy of it. It's not a huge book. It's not going to take you weeks to read. In fact, as an audio book, it's only a 5-hour listen. So you can do it probably over a couple of weeks just driving to and from work. So let's go over that again. Let's use a different example. Let's just say that you have a need for someone to put their washing in the clothes basket, and you walk into the laundry and there's washing all over the floor and there's a clothes basket right there. It could also work for the toilet roll. Let's use it for the toilet roll. It'll also work for the clothes, but let's do it for the toilet roll. When I see the empty toilet roll, I feel a bit disappointed because I have a real need for order. So would it be okay if you bring that one out with you and just go put the new one on? For the laundry, when I see the clothes next to the basket, I feel a bit frustrated because I have a real need for order. So do you reckon it would be okay if you just chuck them in the basket? Rather than, you fucking lazy shit, don't your eyes work? You can see why we run into strife, eh? Because all we're doing is firing insults at people. Let's actually share what we're feeling rather than what we're assuming the other person's thinking, get our needs met, and live happily ever after. So Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. Big shout out to Albert for recommending that. And I would love for you to recommend for me a book that I should read. And I would love to expand my repertoire. Imagine how we can use this. In fact, I challenge you to use it today. What happened? How you feel? What need is not being met? And the request that you would like to make. It's not rocket science, but you know what it is? Fucking life-changing. Absolutely. God.